What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're over here at Mike's garage working on my race car, working on his race car. Well, I'm working on mine, he's working on his. But check this out. The big block Chevrolet is getting closer. It's getting, hopefully today I'll have a long block. And you see I've already got the head studs in. But this thing has got so many head studs and they go in so many funny different ways. It was hard for me to kind of figure it out. I had to have the heads here to figure it out. Check it out, guys. Comment, like, and subscribe. If y'all want to support the channel, go to turbojohnracing.com. Grab some hats and t-shirts. Thanks, guys. So we're getting closer over here, guys. Look at these. Look at all the head studs in this big block Chevrolet. Now, small block Chevrolet's got a lot of head studs as well, but these are all like different lengths. So you got real short ones down here. You got the long ones on this one, and then you've got some long ones and short ones mixed in. That's the short one, and then I don't. Okay, I might not have these things. Might not be. I still might not have these right because it seems like they're all over the place. And then in the block, these are the ones that actually go from the head studs down here. And you see, there's the head studs all the way around this thing. And of course, it is now Wednesday night. It's now Saturday night. So Mike's got a big screen TV up there. So we're watching the King of the South. Spooled Media is live at Shadyside. Mike, what did you find in your motor? The oil pan's off.
Something I ain't never seen before.
It's pretty wild.
I'm sure somebody may have done it, but knocked the damn brass bushings out of the wrist pins.
So, and when he pulls this motor out, I'll show you completely, but like, see how you can see the wrist pin there? There's a couple of them down here under. You can see the wrist pin. And I mean, when I say you see not the wrist pin, the bushing, it almost looks like the bushing got split in the middle and it spread apart. I mean, that's crazy. It is wild. So we're trying to hypothesize on what happened. We don't understand. Main bearings look good, rod bearings look good. We don't know if it's a lack of oil or maybe potentially it got into a little bit of spark knock or something. We don't know. But that is where the metal was coming from. And that's a good thing you checked the oil filter, because if you wouldn't have checked the oil filter, I mean, you wouldn't have never saw that.
There's the pan. There's nothing in the pan.
And there's just a little bit that was in the filter, but just enough to make you pull it apart. So that was the smart thing to do, because eventually that would have galled and then probably just broke out. So this is his motor. He just got it back. He was telling me about this one. This is the one that was 2 years ago. And so this was going to be a spare motor. Essentially, it's identical to the one down in there, minus the heads. But he's going to probably take the Frankenstein heads off and put on this, maybe. But they had to put new caps on it. So his machine shop is down in Burlington. What's the name of that machine shop?
King Machine Shop.
King Machine Shop. So they done a good job assembling all this stuff. They balanced everything, got everything balanced up. Really done a nice job. It's pretty crazy on the way that they balance it. They have a CNC machine, and when you look under the bottom of the pistons there, you can see where they cut out material. And these are what kind of pistons are they?
DSS
2618 alloys. And that's how they got everything so everything matches. Boost line rods, that's the same rod that's over there in this one. And you can see if you look down in there, the bushing is very thin. I mean, it's not thick at all, which most of them are kind of thin. So I don't know. I mean, maybe, I don't know. A lot of times with an aluminum motor, aluminum rod, what you'll do is you'll start beating this upper bearing out if you get any detonation. But maybe with this, with the steel rod, it didn't push it down into here. Maybe that's what beat it out. I don't know. So,
only thing I can think of is when the probe started to rupture.
Right.
That jolt was hard enough.
The load changed so much or something. I mean, because
the bearings front.
Because when you look at the the tune-up stuff, that was in it. I mean, it made good power and the plugs look nice and safe. So, man, I don't know, but this is going to be a good motor.
Well, one thing for sure. We got the thrust problem fixed.
Right. Thrust doesn't seem to be an issue.
Nope.
So that's a good thing. So he was, we were thinking at first, I thought it killed a thrust bearing again, but it doesn't look like it.
I mean, they're exactly the same motor. I did, like I said, I was going to changed the camshaft.
Right.
I think the BTR cam that I was running in the little 408 it's gonna come in a little quicker.
Right.
And so I think that'll be a little better.
And this is a 4 and 8 stroke or a 4-inch stroke?
It's 4-inch.
4-inch. Okay, so this is a 427 too.
Well, yeah, it's 4-inch. The only difference in this is we had to take the bore size out 30, so it's a 4.155 bore.
Okay, I got you. Versus that one is a 125. I got you.
Same crank, same rods, same brand piston.
So a few more cubic inches over here, but it's just because of the piston size.
Yeah. Same compression height on the domes.
Right.
So nothing. Same gasket structure. So it's really you shouldn't see really that much power difference.
And his goal is to get this thing assembled tonight mostly, and then possibly tomorrow snatch that one out. Man, everything we got is broke. Randy's rear end's broke. Your motor's broke. Joey's motor had to have some maintenance done. I blowed my motor up. It never ends. The brokenness is.
As soon as I take my little break right here, I'm going to spray these pistons off, put the rings on them. They're going in. The short block will be done.
That'll be done tonight.
And then tomorrow morning when I come out here, I'll drink my coffee and I'll disassemble everything on it. That motor will be out. That motor will be in.
I mean, it's pretty easy, straightforward process.
It's just unbolt the accessory stuff.
And it's funny. He's like, I just got the Pro Charger back on. I mean, like literally, like
Just literally put it back on.
cranked it up and run it a little bit. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and while he's working on his over there, I'm going to go ahead and toss these heads on. I am going to run copper head gaskets. I've got Hylamar, what I'm going to use for the copper head gaskets. The Hylamar, it just remains pretty flexible. I used to use copper coat, and I used to use some of the just regular silicone, but I'm going to use the Hylamar, and basically I'll go around all these water ports here on each side. And then I'll go, I don't even know where the oil drain bags are. Where's the oil drain bag? I guess probably up here. It might not have an oil drain bag hole.
Yeah, it should be on the top of the head.
It just goes through that spot right there. Yep. Okay, so there, okay. So that should be pretty easy. I guess, first I guess I need to put the head on it to make sure I've got the head studs in the right spots. I got to get my little dial indicator, my dials, my head dials. They're back there in the back. So we'll put Hylamar around all the water ports, everything that's on here, and then be good to go.
It's a damn good thing.
Hopefully. All right, guys. Well, it doesn't look like we made much progress here. And in YouTube world, it's only a split second. But in the real world, it took me like an hour to do this. So I basically had to get these, all the lifters, got them cleaned up, put in. I had oiled them up real good, but they were in the engine shop in Bryan's when that thing caught on fire. So it had a lot of smoke debris and hot, a lot of water damage. But we had put oil on them, and it had like debris. You see, they cleaned up nice. So it was, they were a little smoky. They were still fine though, so just had to clean them up. Now we're going to go get the head gaskets, put our Hylamar on, and stick them on. The head gaskets we're using are Clark's. If y'all have never used Clark head gaskets, they do a fantastic job. And these are the ones that we have, Clark, and these are 62 thousandths. And they're just stamped soft copper. And they are like dead soft. And so an O-ring, if I pick it up right here, it's going to flex. And you see it's already bending from where it's just that soft. So we'll clean it with brake clean, get our Hylamar on it, and go ahead and pop the heads on real fast. Clark head gaskets. If you need any head gaskets, hit them up. Super nice to deal with. So there goes their information. We use them all the time. Super, super happy with the Clark head gaskets. All right, guys. Well, Mike is putting his together, getting the pistons in the hole. Sliding together pretty good. Oh, wow. You're making good progress over there. I have one head torqued down on mine. And this is my first time messing with Big Block Chevrolet. And I don't think I've got the exact correct studs. And I was looking online, and I don't know if it's an AFR thing. But so you got these little short ones here, and then these are long, and then you got a short one here. And then you're supposed to have a short one here and a short one here. But you see how that one, it was perfect. But this one we had to put like 3 washers on it. And so I just put it over here on this side. You can see how that stud is just too long by like a 1/4 inch. And so it had one that was the right length. So now that one is too long. And so is this one down here. So I'm gonna take these out and see if I can get some studs. These things down here are kind of a pain in the butt too. Something I did not realize. They're at an angle. And so with them being at an angle, you can't, you see where I bent the gasket right there? They have to be out of the head in order to go on. Unless, I don't know, maybe I can snip the gasket. Y'all let me know in the comments if I can snip the gasket there and there so that it would slide through, then we would be good. So I'm done for the night with mine though, because I had a slight issue. I was making these, see how long these bolts are, and they seemed like they were too long, and I was gonna have to stack a couple washers there. And so I cut off a few threads where it screws into the head and put those up in there. And then I realized, okay, you can't put them up there until afterwards. And so this one of them, when I was pulling it out, it stripped. It pulled the threads out of the head. So now I've got to helicoil it. Yay. So I'm gonna do some research. I need 4. I need 4 studs, 1/4 inch, maybe a 1/2 inch shorter, probably a 1/2 inch shorter. So we're getting closer. Mike's gonna keep working, but it's late. I'm getting tired. We've been watching the Spool Media thing, the Shady Side race, the whole time. But yeah, so I'm about to be done. I'm going to the house. All right, guys, comment, like, and subscribe. We'll see y'all soon. Later.